This episode is brought to you by Elevate OS, the only all-in-one community operating system. Elevate OS transforms property management, combining resident engagement, reservations, rent payments, maintenance, and concierge services into a single super app. It also uniquely integrates access control, intercoms, package lockers, and thermostats, eliminating app fatigue and redefining modern apartment living. Visit elevateos.com/MMN for a free demo and see how they can help you level up your operations. Welcome to another episode of the Multifamily Collective. Today, let's talk about the KPI that is not on your spreadsheet. You see, there's this problem that exists in multifamily. Everything is tracked by NOI. The value of your property and other things are tracked by NOI as a metric, or occupancy, or your lead conversions, things of that nature. They're all transactional in nature, right? They're not emotional in nature. They're all transactional. They're all kind of hard stuff, not the soft stuff. There is something out there that you're not tracking. When we reduce property management to transactions, we lose the human connection. So I have an idea for you. That idea has to do with shifting from extraction to contribution. Think about it like this. Measure how many lives you touch, how deeply you impact those people. And do it because you actually care, not because you're trying to get a transaction, not because you're trying to add to your NOI, not because you're trying to manage expenses or drive revenue. Do it because you actually care. It's kind of the law of compensation, right? In action. It's the law of compensation in action. Think about it this way. You have two identical properties that are sitting beside each other. Same rent rolls, same amenities, same zip code, roughly the same address, because they're right next door to each other. And the only difference being that you have a culture where your team is trained to listen and to lead and to love the residents. Now, love in the right sense of the word, because love can get off the rails pretty quickly. Don't want to do that. But the other RM treats everything like a transaction. They treat it like an entry in the GL on the ledger. Guess one, I think it's not hard to guess which one is going to gain more referrals or retention or renewals. Bottom line, which one is going to gain more trust? I think it's pretty obvious. It's otherwise pretty obvious. I think to the extent that you're touching lives deeply and authentically, your asset becomes akin to like gravity, right? You just create this environment where people just stay because they feel cared for. They feel loved, and again, in the right sense of the word, they feel loved and cared for. And what happens? Residents notice and they tell their friends. Your team members notice and they tell their friends. So more people come live with you, more people come to work for you. NOI is just it's a trailing indicator. It's a very hard metric. Important, but it's a hard metric, easy to measure. But what it doesn't account for, what it doesn't understand, and what many spreadsheet jockeys don't understand, is that emotion drives property operations. To the extent you create a culture where people care and they love one another and they love and they care for the residents, that NOI thing that spreadsheet jockeys love just takes care of itself. So here are the three things you really need to care about in this guy's opinion: resident satisfaction, team member engagement, and the referrals that are a result of both of those things. Referrals from residents for more residents, from team members for more team members. That is the real measurement. That is the real metric for the success of a property management company and the success of a property. Lead your property like a mission, not like a spreadsheet. Lead it like a mission. Make it your mission to touch more lives, to go deeper in those relationships. And do it because you care. And guess what happens? Compensation takes care of itself. It just does. You can't put math to that kind of thing. Think about it this way. If your business touches lives without caring, you're just collecting the rent. It's kind of like if you're leading and no one is following, you're only taking a walk. Build something that is worth staying for. Take care. We'll talk to you again soon.